Welcome and hello to everyone. So welcome to my talk, how to build and market to developers. My name is Frederic, and I'm a product manager and software engineer at Yatta, and I'm also Eclipse committer, for example, for the Eclipse marketplace. Furthermore, I'm the co-head of the Yatta checkout development team, and yeah, so let me tell you a story. And more than a decade ago, we started with Yatta to help developers get more and better tooling. That is what we are still doing today. So we stepped up and taken responsibility for the Eclipse marketplace to improve open access to developer tools. Yatta is also a member of the Eclipse IDE working group, and we contribute to various Eclipse open source projects, mostly related to the Eclipse IDE and the Eclipse platform, for example, the Eclipse marketplace client. What does it actually mean that we build tools for developers? Well, I think we have all one thing in common here. Our common goal is to increase productivity of other developers, for us and for others, by helping them with better and more tooling. First, so that we all do not have to write boilerplate code and develop all the same stuff again and again and again. And second, that software engineering can be done efficiently and improves people's life. And the market for this is huge in terms of volume, and it's also very diverse. It goes from source code management up to static code analysis. And for example, from UML diagrams to AI-based source code completions, for example, like ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot. And as you probably know, the good news is developer tools are massively on the rise. So every one of you knows that Microsoft acquired GitHub a couple of years ago for approximately $8 billion of dollars. At least at that time, it became clear that developer tools are ready to take place next each other to sectors like real e-commerce or other SaaS models. In general, you see a big increase in funding raised by developer tool companies. So the prospects are really, really bright. But it takes more than just building a product and drop it to the market. So this whole market can be really tough, because selling to tool developers, selling to software engineers, to developers, and to tool developers is actually very difficult. And let me tell you a story about, we started UML Lab like now almost 15 years ago, in 2008. After initial enthusiasm and constant progress in actual product development, we make really good and fast progress. We came to the point where we had to spend really a lot of time and money and energy to make our own product available to the market. So actually, we just wanted to focus on building our cool product, and of course, sorry. In case of our first product, UML Lab, we focused on building features such as round-trip engineering or additional UML editors. Instead of that, we spent a lot of time in developing the next licensing management, the next account management for ourselves, helped our lawyers drafting our own privacy policies and our end-user license agreement. And then at the end, we also had to develop an online shop system with accurate VAT calculation, invoicing, payment, subscription handling, and so further and so on. Well, that was really a waste of time, I can tell you. So much overhead. But this is not an isolated case for ourselves, as we built UML Lab in the past. So every product has to go, who wants to go to the market has to integrate various services or implement them by itself. Whether you are a startup just on a green field or you work in a large enterprise, you will need at least payment gateways like Stripe, Digital River, WorldPay, invoicing and billing, sales tax calculation, licensing frameworks to really check the licenses, identity and access management, so account handling, and also not to mention legal frameworks like, as I said, end-user license agreement and privacy policy. You can either build that everything by your own, of course, if you have unlimited resources, or spend your time and money with multiple third-party vendors and try to integrate their expensive service and, of course, also maintain their services. Either way, as I said, it's really a lot. Instead, our focus as tool builders and product builders should be to develop cool and helpful products for engineers, so not to integrate everything again and again and again for that products. In the end, all these issues hindering us getting into the market really fast, right? And even if you have gotten your product into the market, you will still have to get your users and customers, so the developers, through the maze. So from drafting the license framework, searching to finding your product in the endless internet, doing marketing, over trial and licensing, and of course at the end purchasing and the payment, and then continuously subscription handling. So we changed that. Let me show you how we re-implemented our online shop for UML Lab. I'd like to give you a little demo here. So let's imagine you are a UML Lab product user. Let's think you already have downloaded the product, so and installed it, obviously, and your trial license has already expired. Now, imagine you would like to purchase the product, right? Or more precisely, a product license to continue using the product. And usually, we would have to purchase a license, hopefully at the online shop. So we developed a whole new shopping system. In fact, we're also not very happy to the user experience with Digital River or Stripe and so on. So we built something that should feel more like Zalando, so shopping shoes. So we call this the Yatta checkout, and this is all behind that little button. So let me show you. And once we click this button, you see, because I already have entered my trial, I already registered for a trial, you see that the payment data is already ready and already there, even so billing informations. And the only thing we have to do here is click subscribe now. Also, let's have a look in UML Lab itself. So this is UML Lab. I don't want to go so deep into what UML Lab is actually doing, but the important thing what you see is you cannot use the tool anymore here because it's locked and I need a license. And once I click here, subscribe now, you see you already get a real invoice, as you can see here with all the data. But much more important, if I now navigate into UML Lab, because it's also a connected, federated account system, the license is already checked out, and I'm ready to use UML Lab on that point. And I'm ready to go. And since this is also in shared, so a federated account system, even so if I would implement that for another service, so I showcase you with some demonstrator here. Therefore, I created a software vendor. And once I click here on subscribe, you see I don't have to log in and register and go the whole process for this product again and again. So already the payment data is already there, billing information is already there, and also here I just can click to subscribe, and the product is bought, and that's it. So your user are up and running without any friction in this process. So yeah, that's it for the web shop. So It's built like PayPal, but for B2B, with an integrated licensing system and invoicing and so on. But we haven't stopped there. So I'd like to showcase you an alternative checkout process. To do this, I have to reset actually my license in the test system. So let's do that. So therefore, let's just sign out and here sign in again. As you see, if you would have used UML Lab or any other Eclipse product, which is integrated with the Yatta checkout, and end up here, you don't have to go actually to the web shop. So since you are located here in the Eclipse IDE and you want to use it, the only thing you have to do is click here on subscribe. And as I said, I already created my account before because I need a trial license and so on. Everything is already there. And the only thing I have to do here is click subscribe now, and that's it. Very easy, and you're up and running to use your tool at that point. Well, and we call that checkout for Eclipse. So it integrates actually anything you need to monetize and sell your digital good, so like e-commerce for B2B. Also for your Eclipse-based products directly inside the Eclipse IDE. As I said here, you have everything like identity and access management, end-user license agreement, licensing and subscription handling, and global payment and billing, like everything you know, like from Amex to Visa to SEPA handling or invoices. And it hopefully makes the Eclipse ecosystem, so especially the integration into the Eclipse IDE, more competitive again. Again, in short, the purpose of the Yatta checkout is to make it for Eclipse users and vendors as easy as possible to offer and search, find, try and buy digital products, which is like plugins, and boost up the Eclipse IDE again with better products and healthier businesses. But how do I actually start to selling my product? And so we also tried to really simplify that process, and therefore I will show you how to easily create a product and integrate the product into your system, and then go live. So we can do this directly on our live system. Therefore, let's go to Yatta.de, checkout for Eclipse, and here and go to get started. And here you see everything you need to create your new product. And once I click here, new product, so we start. Let's give it a name, EclipseCon. Let's give it an image. And let's say we have a monthly and yearly subscription business with 10 euros monthly, and let's say 110 euros yearly. Also providing that in dollars. So let's say it's $11 and 112 US dollars yearly. And the only thing I have to do now is I save the product, and that's it. So to create the product. And let's first start to integrate that now in our web page, in our web shop. Therefore, as you see, we have different channels for the integrations. The only thing for our new web shop is to copying this code snippet, and I prepared a very basic example of a web shop in a JS fiddle page. And but the only thing is here, I paste it here, save it, and run. And you see the subscribe button is there, and all the magic is behind that. As you see here, you also don't have to log in again because we still are in this shared and federated account system. So payment data are here, and also you see here that I'm logged in already, and the only thing here is to click subscribe now, and in the background all the processes are done, like taxation, invoice handling, and so on. And you can also here download the invoice here. Oops. And have a look. An account, it's built here, and so on, and so on. And also the account system is included. Let's say we are not logged out and it's a real fresh system. And once you click here, you also have the whole sign in, sign up process. But so we are on EclipseCon, how to integrate that into the Eclipse IDE. That's actually as simple as what we saw here. So we go back to our portal here and switching to the Eclipse way. So the only thing is here also we need to copy the product idea. So we also provided a little example here, but this is fairly not that difficult. We created a plugin which you can consume by your own plugin, or update site which you can consume by your own plugin. And the only thing here is to open the in-app checkout to including this line of code here into your code where your licensing system takes place. In the same way, you can also include your license system with like 3 or 4 API calls. Then let's paste that here. And run it. So here, what we see here is just a little demo application to showcase. It's called IDE Intruders. You will see. If we start it. So think about that as your new Eclipse product. And once I click, I want to play this or want to start my product, you see that I somehow have to subscribe or buy this product to really buy this game. And now if I click here on subscribe, you see that in the background everything is as in the same way in UML Lab, everything is there and you can easily use it. Also here, the federated account system takes place and payment data is already there, billing information is there. And once you click here now on subscribe now, the license is also automatically checked out. And you're ready to play the IDE Intruders. So you're welcome. To sum this up, it needs just a couple of lines of code to set up your whole e-commerce infrastructure and go to the market. And yeah, and put it to your website, to your web shop, and also into the Eclipse marketplace also. So let me show you the results, what we experienced with our own tool, UML Lab. So, well, UML Lab always had, since the beginning, has stable download numbers. And we migrated our own tool UML Lab like now almost 2 years ago to the Yatta checkout. And what you see here are the results. So we started to really sell licenses in 2010, and in 2015, 16, we somehow stopped doing building new features and doing marketing for that because it was not. And we switched it to the maintenance modus where we just provided security patches and so on. And as I said, we integrated the Yatta checkout in March 2021 as a very first prototype into UML Lab. And our online sales ran through the roof. So we was able to increase our conversion rate by almost 13 times. This all because we removed all the frictions out from this process, that users can really easily buy tools inside the Eclipse IDE. And we're actually now thinking about, again, investing into Human Lab because we finally are able to generate significant numbers just because we introduced a very easy channel for users to buy Human Lab or to buy any other Eclipse tool on that point. And that wouldn't have been possible without these improved results. So and I can ensure, since this also worked for us, for our major Human Lab product, it will also work for your products. And yeah, we think that could really change a lot in the Eclipse, especially in the Eclipse community, and to also push that market of this Eclipse plugin sales. And yeah, since it worked for us, it will most likely work for you too. And thank you very much. So, any question?
Two questions. The first one is, if I want to public my tool, and for the first time I want to have, for example, a yearly license, but zero.
Yep.
Cost.
Yep.
The tool, which is the charge of the service, is based on percentage, so is zero, or there is a fixed amount just because I put in I use the Yatta checkout?
The pricing model behind the Yatta checkout is to just use it. It's free. We only charge a percentage if you made money.
The cost of the license is zero.
Exactly. So, for example, for Human Lab, where it works that way that the first month of Human Lab is free, and only so as a trial version, and only if yeah, a user buys the tool, buys the tool afterwards, after the 30 days, the transaction is triggered, and then we would take a charge of it.
The second one is when I license, I buy my license yearly.
Yeah.
When I run the tool, I still need always the network connection, or I can run after buying independently of the network connection. My tool where I embedded the Yatta license.
Sure. The question was if the checkout or the licensing mechanism needs online connection. That can be configured by you. And so default case is that we checking once a minute if there is a valid license, but for sure this can be configured for like once a day, once a week, and so on. But at some point the tool needs internet connection.
Yes,
yep.
Let's say, but because there is maybe cases, I think that maybe the people that are working in some place where it's difficult to exit to internet and so on.
Yeah, sure.
The last question, what's about the floating license? When is an enterprise? Is the classical, I don't know if there is some innovation, because the classic is, or you have an external floating, but you need the internet, or you have on-premises network license, and then you need the office to buy some, let's say, I know the two classical, but I don't know if there is something innovation on this side.
So the question was about floating licenses, which one is provided. The answer is it depends. So the classic way is to provide a solution where it is hosted on our server and where everything works on our server. For sure, if someone would need on-premise solutions just for the license management, we could check that. That is would be possible, but so the default solution is running on our servers.
And the license manager is your implementation is not based on the popular FlexLM, the other company that sell solution for the, so it's totally your proprietary the solution for the
Exactly. So it's completely our license model. Some more questions?
Yes. As you said, for example, making it easier to get new tools in Eclipse, is it also linked or linkable to the Eclipse Marketplace accounts?
Yeah, so behind our account system, there is can also act as an OAuth provider, and so this is an easy case. So there's also some documentation on our website how to do that.
So only additionally to the Eclipse Marketplace, you have to add like billing information.
Then you still run in our account system, but you could apply with the Eclipse account. Then, yep.
How do you manage licenses per developer? How do you ensure that the license is for that developer and nobody else in the company is using the same license?
It's account-based system, and you can configure if you wish that this account is just checked out once. A license per account is checked out once, and or twice or whatever. But in general, the default mode is that this is an account-based system where everyone just have one account, and in the background they are running mechanisms who try to detect if somebody just create one account and try to share it to everyone. Okay, then yeah, sure.
Maybe I've missed it, but do you only offer like subscription-based licenses or also like a once-in-a-lifetime license?
It's also offered a once-in-a-lifetime and also like so one-time purchase, also perpetual license, where you continuously renew your support, for example. Yeah, so that's possible.
And in terms of banks, what type of banks do you support for the transactions?
Which type of brands? Banks. So we support all major credit cards and all major banks on that point. So also internationally for sure. So especially for Northern America and Europe, but also for Japan and Austria, and so we try to cover as much as possible on that point. So then, thank you very much.